we go on to the next one in terms of calculating the ROI. But before we just jump into that, one quick question: what are the investors' sentiments right now, Sudarshan?
So like I said, so I'll broadly make my investors as two types of people. One who are the extremely smart, the IIT educated guys, and the ones which are more matured, more long-term investors. The ones which are probably the new age guys, are not considering released assets for now, based at least from our investor pool which we have. They say, hey, I can get a much better CAGR investing in stock markets. That is their point of view, because for whatever reasons they're taken away, they're sitting at home, they would rather want to play with their money. But the long-term investors, especially, upwards of 40, 45, we've seen that these guys have now come forward, who are investing 25 lakhs, are now investing 50 lakhs onto our platform and saying, we want to double down. This is far more safer than a better debt asset or anything else in general. So it's a complete picture. So these two audiences is what we've seen. One who are doubling down on their investments, one who are saying, I'd rather invest in stock market and try to make the most of it. So that's the trend we've seen.
Great. So, as Ram mentioned, the essentials. So everything that's probably related to the agriculture ecosystem, the healthcare ecosystem, whether it's preventive or curative, and everything that's got to do with, e-commerce and of course, logistics and the supply chain. Great. So that sums up our in and after COVID discussion. We now jump right into the calculation of ROI, and I'll request Ram to go in first and talk about the ROI sheet. So a little bit of a primer. This sheet has not been made by Pro Realtors. Technically it has been, but it's from inputs from a lot of real estate consultants who are pre-leased specialists. We've interacted with a lot of them, and they've been very kind and generous, and even in terms of giving tips. And they all agreed that we all need to come to a certain standard format of calculating this. So which is why we've created this. And Ram, if you could please take over.
Yeah. Thank you, Raj. Can you zoom into the topmost section? Yeah. Is this the top end? Yeah. Okay. I think still further up.
That's it.
Okay. So one thing before I begin this is, Sudarshan, you took out a very valid point from this investors class, one of them being the highly educated, the MBA from the IIMs and the IT. They are very good at number crunching, Now, if that is the segment you are dealing with, I'm sure a lot of realtors out here, we have, as of today, now 410 people out here attending, and I think most of them are realtors. The biggest question that an investor asks is a detailed ROI sheet. Now, before I get into the sheet, one thing that I would like to talk to all my realtor brothers is, we have to be fully prepared when we go to an investor pitching a proposal. It is like you need funds for your company to grow, and you're going to an investor that he should invest in your company. The kind of knowledge you have will help you clinch the deal. So what happens is a typical Excel sheet, which is not this. I think this is a very evolved sheet. Thanks for making this. And I know we spent a couple of hours discussing and merging a lot of sheets together. What happens is, if your sheets are not very detailed, there are 10 to 15 questions every investor will ask. Because remember, there is one IIM guy behind him who's asking all the detail. There is a technical department. So for us, it is very important that we spend in the beginning at least 2 to 3 hours in this proposal, putting all the data that is required in the sheet. We made it very, very comprehensive. Sometimes you may not get the data, but the endeavor is to say to the owner or the seller or the developer whom you are representing that without this data coming in, it is very difficult for us to convince a buyer to buy this. So your reasons to invest, first is your investment statistics. So naturally your total purchase price and deposit received from the tenant, the annual net rent. So when I say annual net rent, it means CAM and property taxes deducted. You will get something called an entry ROI, which is a yield that is at the point of time when I'm starting the lease and it is just 1 month, what I get. Second year ROI and third year ROI. Then, of course, the transaction information will have building name, the location, the age of the building. Very, very critical, boss. When we say graded asset, age of the building, quality, what is the duration of the agreement? Can you zoom in again a bit? Yeah. Yeah, this is for the people who are seeing it on the mobile or the iPad. The duration of the agreement, what is the lock-in that the company is giving, what is the escalation, and in how many years the escalation, your commencement date, your ending date. And of course, your licensee, and if the licensee has got 1 crore paid up capital, is the asset on a land which is freehold or leasehold? Can you take it up, Raj? Pull it up a bit. Then we do the outflow calculation. So in that, what is the carpet area? Normally, transactions are done on per square feet basis. So how much is my basic cost? What is my stamp duty? What is my registration? Here, very important is be specific down to the last rupee. What is it that the investor has to spend? Ultimately, he's going to count the ROI based on that. Yeah, so this is of the outflow calculation. In that, when I deduct my security deposit, I will come to know what is my net outflow here. Then my inflows. So my lease rental per month, how much is it coming to? What is per square feet? What is my gross annual rental? Many people count annual interest on the deposit. So if you have not deducted the deposit in the example above, then here you will make a provision and whatever. Now 6% is not the rate right now. Maybe it will go to 4.5%, 5% is my. What are my CAM and property taxes? I will come at the end of the annual net rentals. Yeah. Can you take it more bit up? Are we down? Yeah. So when we are doing the yield calculation, it is very important that what is my total budget that has gone to buy this property? What is my net inflow every month? For which period? So very typically, there are some companies which deal with 5% escalation, 4% escalation every year. There are some companies which will pay you 15% after 3 years or 12% after 3 years. Banks typically pay you 10 to 12% after 3 years. State Bank has this habit of after 5%, after 5 years, they pay you 20%. So all this yield calculator is very important. We will be sharing this sheet at the end of the session to all of you. Raj, over to you.
Yes, thank you. So, Ram, as we decided that we are not going to deduct the security deposit, we will look at the interest as,
right.
you know, that's the way we are going to calculate it. Yes, Sudarshan, your inputs on this?
No, effectively, whatever sir has told is exactly the same way what we also use in terms of our calculation. Another very critical thing from an ROI point of view, we look at is you know, what is the other rentals which the building and the other floors the building is able to generate, right? Because there's a good possibility where your tenant or the building which you are evaluating is, or the floor which you are evaluating is getting, say, 100 rupees per square feet, whereas all the other floors in the property are getting 75. So if you're doing your yield calculation, that does not justify the capital value of the property. So this is something which is very important for you to look at. This is one. Another very critical thing while calculating your ROI with all the other parameters, you know, whether you put in the CAM charges and everything else, property tax, everything to derive on that. Another very critical thing is to see if the fit outs, you know, has been done by the tenant or has been done by the landlord, because fit out portion of the rentals, and if you're going to derive your capital value of your property based on that, that is a depreciating asset. You're not going to make any money out of that when you want to sell it for your client. So something which is very critical is to discount what is the actual rental of a warm shell property and derive the entire sheet, what Ram sir is going to share with you post this, to identify what is the actual value. But again, very important to see what are the other rentals, they are able to generate in the other floors of this property as well.
Right. Thank you. So, I've actually made a note of that, and, we'll be, as Pro Realtors, updating this sheet to also include, other rentals in the building or the neighborhood. I think that's definitely a very critical point. So we'll be updating this sheet and sending it out to all our, participants and, of course, Pro Realtors members as well.